At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana. News is also brought to you by Barry Levinson and Associates, Pahrump's Bankruptcy Center. When it comes to important matters like bankruptcy, call an experienced, compassionate attorney. Call the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. Call 775-727-4747.
Tonight on News 46, PDOP receives a generous donation from the Rotary.
And Pahrump Valley Speedway to hold an awards banquet.
And the Off 160 Coffee House opens its doors. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, November 30th, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. The National Security Technologies, LLC Board of Managers has appointed Dr. Raymond Juzaitis as president of the corporation effective January 5th, 2012. Juzaitis succeeds Stephen M. Younger, who retires in January. National Securities Technologies is the management and operating contractor for the Nevada National Security Site, or the former Nevada Test Site. Juzaitis is currently the department head of nuclear engineering at Texas A&M University, which is one of the most prestigious nuclear engineering departments in the nation. Previously, he served as the associate director of the non-proliferation, homeland, and international security at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. He also served as the associate director of the weapons physics at the Los Alamos National Laboratory.
Well, folks, the Rotary Club of Pahrump presented a check to Pahrump Disability Outreach Program just last night.
So when Lois budgeted $1,000 for PDOP, our district matched it as well. So we're able to present PDOP with $2,000 tonight on behalf of the Rotary Club. And we hope you guys can put it to good use.
Thank you so much. Yes, this is our new building. We're finally moved in. We're starting to fill out the seams and may even be outgrowing it, which is good. We'll be glad to do that.
Exactly. I know that we're in the Kalin building. She actually donated this space, isn't that right?
That's correct. She's worked with us to provide the space for the children.
Sharon Kalin, wonderful. But you also got a really wonderful donation as well today from Rotary. Tell me about that, Lois.
When we did they came and spoke to our Rotary group, and we were so impressed with what they're doing for the children, and they have no place to go, and so when I did my budget, money's tight, but we tried to do our best, so we budgeted money to help them so they could maybe do something with it. And then they had a grant that was available through Rotary International. We applied for it. They thought we deserved it, and so we got to double it.
$2,000 is going to be really fantastic for Pahrump Disability Outreach.
It's going to be huge. We've recently teamed up with Nevada Early Intervention, and we actually approached them for recommendations on what we needed in our building to facilitate the needs of the various children that they serve. And so in our grant to Rotary, that was the equipment that we included is stuff that would be beneficial for all age groups to be able to provide some services and benefit here in our own building.
I know that Paula Cooper was talking about them using this facility and that it's really benefiting so many more people now, children.
That's correct. Here in the rural areas especially, traveling from house to house can cut out literally appointments a day. So by partnering with Early Intervention, allowing them the use of our building, they've been able to have families come here and cut out the travel time for their therapist completely, and we're serving many more children, which in theory is bringing children off of the waiting list so that they can get services quicker in their life.
I know that you guys said that Paula Cooper's speech at the Rotary was so moving to you.
Yes, it was. Just what they're trying to do for the children and to, keep them here without having to drive down to Vegas all the time and just, the appointments here locally. And so anything we can do to help, we're going to try.
PDOP is all inclusive of all disabilities, but one thing that really stands out about you guys is how active you are.
We try. Obviously, with the children, they keep us active themselves, but part of our purpose and our mission is to make sure to be a constant promotion of the benefits and education for children with disabilities. And as such, unfortunately, that means that we've got to be out there and doing things to keep our name out there. And you know, this upcoming year, we've been making plans to try to do something big. We haven't decided what it's going to be, but we can look forward to something in the community to make some attention for us.
People can come to this office and come to the meetings and find out more about PDOP how, and even donate like the Rotary did.
That's correct. They can come here every Tuesday, the last Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. is when we have our meetings. Or all of the information about our organization is on the web at www.pdop.info, and you can donate right there on the website.
And congratulations, and thank you so much to Rotary, always coming through for the community.
Thank you.
And a new coffee house has opened its doors to the delight of many. Meet Irene Knapp, whose dream to move to Pahrump has come true.
Here at the new coffee house off Highway 160, right next to Saddle West, we spoke to Irene Knapp about what's on the menu.
Hi, my name's Irene. I opened up off 160 Coffee House in Pahrump here, right across from Saddle West, or right next to Saddle West. I am about coffee. I love coffee. I love the coffee culture. I wanted a place always to hang out and for people to meet and look at art and meet with their friends and, you know, just feel comfortable. They could spend a day. You can get on the internet. I have 5 megs high speed. I ran a coffee shop over 14 years ago in Las Vegas, right across from the University of Las Vegas, Nevada, Cafe Copio. And ever since then, I've always just dreamt of opening my own. The coffee was my life when I worked there, and I loved it very much. And I'm happy to be here in Pahrump now. I really saw that there was a need for people to meet. They have space to meet. It's relaxed atmosphere, intimate settings. And I really want people to come down here, and I'm going to have like a speakeasy night, probably Friday, and then maybe something else on Saturday evening every week, so that way the young people have something to do, because I know that there is a great demand for it. There's nowhere to go. And I want to keep them out of trouble, and also somewhere for local artists to be able to hang their artwork, because I just didn't realize there were so many of them here in Pahrump. And it's like, where would you go to see them? And I know that Deanna just informed me that the library has a lot of events, and you know, there's other places too. But I thought, why not make it accessible to everybody that would just come in for coffee? They wouldn't know, and they would see some artwork that they loved and said, who's that? You know, and then you could say, well, they're from Pahrump, and you can actually buy some of their artwork, I'm sure. So.
The Pahrump Arts Council is wonderful for hanging art galleries, and this is a great location. I have to tell you, you just opened how long ago?
Well, we had a soft opening Friday. I wasn't going to plan on opening until I got the advertising up and had my chamber opening probably this week or coming up week. But I thought, well, it's Black Friday. Why not just give myself some practice? I'm a little rusty. I'm actually a licensed concrete contractor here, and I've been doing it for about 14 years. And I just want to get back into coffee. But I'm still licensed here, so if you want some concrete work.
There you go. Tell us where we're located at and phone number, and you have a website already, right?
Yes, we have a website. It's called off160.com. You can friend me on Facebook also. Just look me up, Off160 Coffee. My phone number is 775-764-1197. And our address is 1330 South Highway 160. We're at the end of the shopping center, just past Just for Kids. There are new clothing store that just opened up for children. It's like a consignment store. And we're also located with Dottie's in the same shopping center, right next to Saddle West.
There you go. And what hours are we open here?
6 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday through Saturday. And on Sunday, we are open, but I'm still trying to figure out when people kind of crawl out of their house, because I do want to be awake, you know, up and open for the church business, the people going to church and coming back. I'm sure we'll close earlier on Sunday, though, unless you tell me otherwise, but I probably do need to get some sleep once in a while.
There you go.
Yeah. Right now, I'm doing all the shifts and stuff like that, but I will be hiring eventually if I get busy enough, and I'd love to, you know, put some people to work here.
There you go. That will be fantastic, having some locals here in the community. But I think the coffee will keep you up for all the while.
Yeah, I have been drinking a lot of coffee. I'm eating all my inventory. Stop it. Come in for coffee.
Okay, so I had a chance to go there today, and I got to tell you, that was some of the best coffee I've ever had. I'm serious.
I love her. She is so fantastic. She's so much fun.
Yeah.
And I always want all of our new businesses to do well, but Irene is really wonderful, and her coffee is amazing too.
And she's so passionate about her work. When we were talking to her, I mean, you could just tell that she knows what she's doing, and she loves what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And concrete.
That's right. Well, folks, we continue our conversation from yesterday with Humana regarding their new office and ribbon cutting.
This is a wonderful facility here, and it's in such a convenient location. I know that you guys also have a medical chair here. Tell me about the massage chair.
Well, Dixon, would you like to talk about the chair?
Well, we thought it would be just kind of fun if people would like to come in and visit and have, the coffee is always free. And we have one of those cool little Keurig coffee machines. Well, we got a massage chair because people want to sit down and relax, and so they can just hit the button and relax and just hang out. And we've had people spend hours with us, and so popular, we actually have a second chair on the way.
There you go. And this is also open enrollment, like we said a little while ago. So people can come in here, find out all about Humana. They're doctors. They can also find out what providers that you guys are with.
Absolutely. The important thing to note is that open enrollment ends December 7th. So come down, come talk to us about the providers that we have in our network, about the hospitals that we have in our network, and about the insurance benefits that we offer. We'd love to talk to you.
What time are we open here?
We are open from 8 to 5 every single day, and actually, more often than not, our representatives will also have the office open every single Saturday as well. And while Todd has mentioned that open enrollment ends on December 7th, we have a number of insurance options for our senior population will be on December 7th as well. So it's not that open enrollment causes everything to stop. We always have solutions for folks to come along. So if folks have problems with certain disease states, such as diabetes, coronary artery disease, peripheral artery disease, asthma, COPD, we have a lot of solutions that are very unique for this population as well. So we always have something for everybody.
Well, this Friday at 10 a.m., Santa will be picked up by Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue's fire truck from the Humana office and taken to Healthcare Partners on Calvada for his yearly physical, which will be done by Dr. Andraki. If you would like to wave at Santa while he travels in the fire truck, you'll be seeing him traveling down Highway 160 shortly after he leaves the Humana office.
It's the end of the season for Pahrump Valley Speedway, but it's not over just yet. This Saturday night, you can meet your favorite driver at the awards banquet being held at El Jefe's.
Well, it's an amazing race here for the last race of the season here at Pahrump Valley Speedway. If you know Pete Wallace, he actually flipped his car in turn 3 today, and Chad Broadhead raced for the first time this season. He took first. We're going to speak to him about these races, the award ceremony coming up, and when the next races will begin.
Yeah, I decided to go out and race. I haven't raced in a year and a half in our class that I race in, so today I decided I'd go ahead and try it.
So how'd it go?
I took first, so done great.
That is pretty great. Anthony's tire came off his car.
Yeah, he broke a rim totally off. That's what happens. There's so much pressure when you're going in with these front-wheel drives, it just tears the rims right off the wheels, so that happens.
And he's in the 61A now. Is he going to continue in that one?
He'll have his car back out here next year. He's just running, and that's our very first car we started with many years ago when we started with it. We call that old car the can opener.
Yeah. And your brother Roscoe, he was taken out of the race.
Yeah, him and the 007 got into it, and then they went ahead and took it a little farther off the track, and they both got black flagged. So that's an issue we're going to have to take a look at and decide what we're going to do with that one.
And tell me a little bit about, I know we have some IMC modifieds out on the track right now, and we had some dwarfs out there.
Yeah, we had some dwarfs out here. We had a good showing from the Dwarf Club. We had a lot of them come in, I think, from Winnemucca and Reno area. And the street stocks are out running now, and we got a couple of modifieds left to go and a can coops class left to go. And we had a big turnout with the Bombers today, so it's turned out to be a really good race for the end of the season.
Yeah, it is, definitely. So we're looking at the award ceremonies coming up.
Yeah, the award ceremony will be at El Jefe's on December 3rd at 7 p.m.
When do we start up here at the races?
We'll start again on February 4th, which will give you a full schedule.
And we also get to see all the results from the whole season on the web?
Yes, that will be all updated within the next 4 days, and that will all be put up on the website so everybody can see what everybody did for the whole entire year.
Exactly. So we're going to be taking off a couple of months, but everybody will be back here, and of course we'll let everybody know, come out here. For more information, they can go where?
www.PahrumpValleySpeedway.com.
And of course, we'll see you down here at Pahrump Valley Speedway. We'll bring you all the award ceremony and all the race results. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
Coming up, we visit the Pahrump Powwow, and Zach Fuentes will have your entertainment this week. We'll have all this and more right after the break, so please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Their healthcare center is now open in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
And welcome back. People from all over gathered at the 13th annual Pahrump Powwow.
The powwow is going absolutely incredible. It's great.
I know you're a little sick. Everybody's been under the weather, so we're going to tell everybody that. But nevertheless, it's going great out here. You're out here having a great time. How many participants do we have?
Probably about 100.
And booths?
We have approximately 28 vendors.
There's people from all over. I heard Montana. Tell.
Yeah, we have dancers that have come in from New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Utah, California, and Idaho.
Who passed away this past year?
The code talker, Joe Morris. Yeah, he was a World War II Navajo code talker, and our powwow is in memory and to honor his memory. We also lost our spiritual advisor, Leroy Spotted Eagle, who was from Moapa over here. And so we have two gentlemen, two veterans, two incredible men that we want to remember.
A lot of the dancers here today are veterans.
Yes, they are. And you saw them dancing a little while ago. They had the shawls around their neck, red and blue or black and red. They're called gourd dancers. There's a gourd society, and it's made up of veterans, of the warriors.
And I know that we're having the dancers now go out. There's some intertribal dancing right now.
Yes, it is. And now we're getting ready to move into awarding some of our veterans with the Native American Medal of Valor. And it's an award that's normally done at the Las Vegas powwow. We had some veterans that weren't able to make it to Las Vegas a couple weeks ago, and so we've made some special arrangements.
Wonderful. And I know we've got booths of all different types of merchandise that they're selling today.
We have some incredible booths. We have some new vendors this year, and I'm really excited about them. And their merchandise is, we have some incredibly beautiful pieces of art.
So. It really is. I know that we had the grand entrance just a little while ago.
Yes, we did. And following the grand entry, they posted the colors. Mr. Henry Allen, he's 81 years old, probably the most senior person here today, did an invocation. He's a Korean veteran and just really an awesome gentleman.
And here's Zach Fuentes with your entertainment this week.
I'm Zach Fuentes with your entertainment this week. Well, Dr. Conrad Murray was sentenced Tuesday to 4 years in Los Angeles County Jail, the maximum sentence allowed under the law in the death of Michael Jackson. He may serve no more than 2, however. Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge Michael Pastor, in a lengthy statement delivered before sentencing Murray for involuntary manslaughter, said he felt a significant responsibility to determine the appropriate sentence, utilizing his sense of fairness and decency. Automatic credit for good behavior lowers the actual time served to 2 years, which puts his projected release date in late 2013. Murray is not eligible for early release, electronic monitoring, or house arrest, which some county prisoners get under a federal court order aimed at reducing jail overcrowding. Members of Jackson's family who sat in court for Tuesday's sentencing appeared pleased with the judge's decision to ignore defense pleas for leniency. As for restitution, Judge Pastor ordered Dr. Murray to pay appropriate restitution to the estate and to Michael Jackson's kids at a later date. But the judge seemed unsure about the $100 million requested by the prosecution. Judge Pastor ruled Murray must pay an $800 fine, a $30 court security fee, and a $40 criminal conviction assessment. While many artists paid tribute to the late rapper Heavy D, who earlier this month died unexpectedly at 44 years old. The tribute included performances from acts such as Naughty by Nature, Dougie Fresh, Curtis Blow, and Goody Mob, fun names to say, all of whom performed some of the rapper's greatest hits. Gladys Knight and the group Earth, Wind & Fire were also honored with tribute performances and were both awarded the Legend Award, rightfully so. Some of the night's biggest winners included CeeLo Green, who won the Soul Train Award for Best Male R&B Soul Artist, and Jill Scott, who beat Beyonce Knowles and Kelly Rowland for Best Female R&B Soul Artist. Best New Artist went to singer Miguel, and Record of the Year went to Marsha Ambrosia's song, Far Away. And as for the death of Heavy D, there is no word on it yet. An autopsy report came inconclusive. As soon as we find out about that, though, we will be sure to let you know. Well, the latest film in the Twilight series has done very well in the box office, so far earning nearly $500 million worldwide. It hasn't even been out that long. One moviegoer, however, did not have a pleasant experience when seeing the film. During the film's infamous birth scene, a California man had a seizure, forcing the screening to end with paramedics attending to him. The situation has not been limited to just that California man, as many filmgoers across the nation have reported similar instances. The film supposedly contains red, white, and black images that move and flash very quickly, having the same effect as a strobe light, because movie theaters are typically dark. Doctors say it's those images which can trigger photosensitive epilepsy episodes in many people. So if you're going to see that, be careful. Well, you may remember back in August, we told you about massive gusts of wind that caused a stage at the Indiana State Fair to collapse, killing 7 and leaving over 45 people injured. The estates of 4 of the 7 people that were killed, as well as many of those that were injured, are now suing country duo Sugarland, the act that was to perform that fateful day. The complaint states that the band and its producer should have paid closer attention to weather reports and canceled the show before what ended up happening happened. Now, the reason Sugarland, which consists of Jennifer Nettles and Christian Bush, are named in the lawsuit is because their contract includes a clause which gives them the final say on whether or not a show is canceled. The damages for the lawsuit at this point are unspecified, and Sugarland, however, did not totally disregard this incident in any way. They offered their condolences on many occasions and went back to Indianapolis last month to perform a free benefit concert there. The duo themselves could have been victims had there not been a last-minute delay by their manager, who held a prayer circle. That must have been a very powerful prayer. I'm Zach Fuentes, and that was your entertainment this week.
And thank you so much, Zach. The AYSO has finished up their season. We speak to Carrie Fries about how you can get involved next year.
It's our championship games, and it was a beautiful day, and everybody had a great time.
So tell me how the season was.
It was awesome. This is my first year as being the regional commissioner. We had 487 kids this year, which was a great turnout. We had our rest. We always need more, though. The kids had a great time.
What's the age groups that we have playing for the AYSO here?
4 to 15.
And all the different, what would you call them, the teams? Tell me about how you group them together.
Well, we try to balance them. You try your hardest, and it doesn't always work out. But we usually try to rate them and have the coaches' input when we are balancing the teams.
When are we going to be starting this next year?
We are going to start registration earlier this year. It's going to probably be sometime in April, and we will have it in the paper. Our website, AYSO Region 808 at clubspaces.com. And then we also have a Facebook page.
Do you know how many players we had this year?
Yep, 487.
Wow, that's a lot of kids. Yes. Busy all the time.
Oh, yes, we're always busy. We always need volunteers for next year. And if you want to help us out, you don't have to have kids in this league or anything like that. If you want to help with snack bar, if you want to learn more about the game and ref, we need help, definitely.
So coaching also, you take some classes, teach them a little bit about it?
Oh, yes. In the beginning of the years, all our new coaches, they take classes, U6, U8, U10, 12. We have intermediate classes, advanced classes. So you get all the training. You have to know nothing about soccer, and we will teach you.
What's the schedule like for the players?
For the players, you practice twice a week, and then games are either Friday or Saturday.
Wonderful. So for more information, they can go to your website?
Website, AYSO Region 808 at clubspaces.com.
Thanks so much.
Well, the winds are really picking up out there. We can hear them gushing around the station right now. And I guess the temperature's supposed to drop quite a bit, too.
It was crazy out there. Just massive dirt in the air and everything. And a bunch of alarms are going off in homes because people's doors are opening up. And lots of brush fires and things. So, but there's a severe weather warning.
There is indeed. And we're going to get that from Zach Fuentes along with our 7-day forecast coming up right after the break.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by Humana.
Welcome back to News 46. I'm Zach Fuentes here with your weather. There is some winter storm warnings going on here for the higher elevations, which includes us, Sheep Mountain, Mount Charleston. They're expecting some snow from 7 to 14 inches, and that warning is going to last until Friday. We also, if you couldn't tell outside, we have a wind advisory going on that is going to last until 9 o'clock tomorrow. So just be looking out for that. Might even see some snow here. We do have some rain on the way. That might just turn into some snow maybe with these really cool temperatures that we are expecting. But we'll get to that in a second. Today we had mostly sunny skies. You can see my graphic right over here. A high was 69 degrees, although it did not feel like it with that wind. The winds were coming out of the west-southwest at 9 miles per hour, and our gusts were at up to 37 miles per hour. It's very windy out there, fighting off tumbleweeds in the road while you're driving. I know it hasn't been fun out there for us. Dust everywhere. Pressure was at 29.74. The UV was at 3 moderate, and our humidity was at 14%. Sunrise was at 6:35 a.m., and today's record was 79 degrees back in 1980. And tonight, it's going to be windy. We're going to have a low of 44 degrees, and our winds are going to come out of the north this time at 16 miles per hour. The gusts are just going to go down only a little bit there at 36 miles per hour. Still going to be very windy, and humidity will be at 30%. Sunset is at 4:30 p.m., and our record for tonight was 22 degrees back in 1948. Tomorrow, we have a 30% chance of some rain. The temperature is going to go down at 54 degrees, a big temperature drop. Our low is going to be at 29 degrees, and our winds are going to come out of the north at 14 miles per hour. The gusts are going to be at up to 36 miles per hour. So like I said, it's still going to remain windy into tomorrow. Our UV is going to go down at 2, which is low, and our sunrise is looking like it's going to be at 6:36 a.m. The humidity looks like it's going to be at 25%. Our 7-day, like I said, tomorrow we're going to have a 30% chance of rain and some wind. Tomorrow just doesn't look like it's going to be much fun. It's going to be pretty cool. Friday, though, we're going to have some sunny skies, although our temperature is only going to go up just a degree there. Saturday, we're going to have a 20% chance of rain. And Sunday and Monday, we're going to remain with the clouds. Monday won't be as cloudy as it has been Saturday and Sunday, but still mostly cloudy. Tuesday, we're going to have some sun again. And then Wednesday, back into the clouds. Our highs are going to be not very high at all, in the 50s, even going into the 40s on Saturday. And the overnight lows are very low, in the 20s. So keep everything inside that you don't want frozen, your pets, any plants. I don't know what you do if you have a garden or anything, but yeah, just try to bring anything in that's ripe. I'm not sure about that. But like I said, it's just going to be very cool outside at nighttime and even in the day. Today's worst weather was Electric Mountain, Montana, where it was windy with snow, and hopefully we don't get that here. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Zach. And folks, remember to be very careful when you're driving in these kinds of weather conditions Zach was talking about. We don't want any more accidents out there.
Exactly.
And don't forget the awards banquet for Pahrump Valley Speedway. It will be held this Saturday night at El Jefe's Restaurant on Highway 160. It all begins at 7, and the public is invited to attend and meet your local race car drivers. For more information, go to PahrumpValleySpeedway.com.
And we also have a wonderful tribute show, Tim McGraw and Elvis Presley. It's going to be all done by Dave Hoover, and the tickets are $20, and it's in the Pahrump Nugget Event Center, and that's going to be Friday, December 2nd at 7 p.m. And go down there and get your tickets, because it's all going to benefit No to Abuse.
That's right, folks, and I think that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
From everyone up here in the hill of KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.